This might be. Nope, scratch that. This absolutely is the most incredible city that you have never heard of. I cannot believe that this place is not more popular, and quite frankly, I cannot wrap my head around why. First of all, look at these incredible mountain landscapes that surround the city, with peaks that tower thousands and thousands of meters into the sky, making for snow capped scenery year round. The abundance of national parks nearby make this city an adventurer's paradise. As someone who thrives and feels the most alive in the outdoors, it has been pure bliss being here. So many grand adventures into the mountains and alpine lakes and even desert canyons of the region. And if you're not up for a lengthy trip, there are dozens of trailheads reachable by a short local bus ride, making for breathtaking panoramas that cost little more than a round-trip bus ticket, or about 50 cents. Next up, even within the city itself, one can feel very intertwined with nature. There are so many green spaces, parks, gardens, and even the streets with wide sidewalks are often lined with shady trees and flower bushes. It makes for an idyllic setting to partake in one of my favorite pastimes, which is to simply sit outdoors and sip on a coffee or a beer while watching the world go by. Here you will also find a crossroads of cultures. This city is quite the melting pot, and if you haven't found out what city I'm talking about yet, you might be able to guess pretty soon. The largest city in Kazakhstan can feel a bit like the New York City of Central Asia. It is very cosmopolitan, modern, and is a hub for people from all over the region seeking to advance their educations and careers. Because of this, there are many international communities here, making for a diverse culinary scene, unexpected cultural exchanges, and just an abundance of interesting people to meet from many different backgrounds. India, China, Russia, Korea, Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, Georgia, and of course, the countless different Kazakh peoples and cultures, all of them and more make their home here and bring life to this breathtaking city nestled in the Tian Shan Mountains. If you haven't figured it out yet, we are in Almaty, Kazakhstan, a place that I have very quickly fallen in love with. Come with me, and let's go explore one of the world's greatest hidden gems. Alright y'all, we have just made it to Almaty, Kazakhstan, and already I'm in love. This city is so much nicer than I expected. Like, I've been told many great things about it, but even that couldn't prepare me. Another city that feels a lot like a garden, just so much green space. Everything is very walkable, which is good because the drivers here are potentially even crazier than Uzbekistan. Almost got into like 3 separate car wrecks last night on the way from the airport to my hostel. So very glad to be on my own 2 feet, exploring Almaty. Amazing. I'm not gonna lie, like, it's been a while since I would have said love at first sight upon arriving into a city, but I think Almaty might be a strong contender. Like, walking out of my hostel this morning and seeing the mountains in the background, getting a nice little iced coffee in a garden outdoors overlooking the street. I'm from Philippines.
Philippines.
You're from Kazakhstan?
I'm from Kazakhstan. I'm from Balkhash.
From where?
Ah,
Bye bye. Nice to meet you. Alright, so it seems like everyone also wants to practice their English here, because I just got stopped for a good 15 minutes by a guy wanting to practice his English. Cool guy, nice dude. He's from this lakeside town called Balkhash, so he told me to come visit, and if we have time, who knows, maybe we'll go swimming in the beautiful Lake Balkhash. The Green Bazaar, very silly place. You just got a yurt outside of it, and this little section appears to be more of the touristy stuff, the souvenirs. Inside it's all food and produce and meat, but here we've got the pretty little tourist things. Hello. Nah, it's okay. Very bustling. People seem to be going at a very frenetic pace here. People got to do and fruits to eat, and I'm just gonna run through it because I don't like getting in people's way. This place is huge though, man. Like, so many levels. I'm on the escalator right now. I have no idea which level I'm going to. No, it's okay. Getting a little sample platter of pickle stuff right here. So nice. Rahmat.
Здравствуйте.
What do we got here?
Папоротник. Пойдемте попробуем.
So gnarly. I always hate this part of the markets because it just makes me want to become a vegetarian, and I know I could not do that again to myself. So the horse meat section, lots of sausages and more. Very gnarly place here at the Green Bazaar. It's a pretty big section of meat and a lot of questionable things that I wish I could ask what they are, like whatever this weird skinny intestine looking thing is. I don't really know. But also this glob, you know, you could tell me that's ice cream if I was drunk, and I would believe you, and I would probably end up eating whatever it is. Lots of bone, lots of everything. Saw a lot of sheep head. Haven't seen any like horse head or anything, but you know, being an Islamic country, the meat here has to be halal, so they have to bleed out the animals fully in order for that to be achieved. So you see a lot of just animals hanging, and oh, I see some pig though. And pigs are definitely not halal, so it's a good sign. Maybe I can find some pork belly around these parts. Now in the fruit section, which is a lot easier to stomach. I've seen a lot of these in Georgia. They're called church kella, and they're like a mix of dried fruits and nuts. There's a lot of Georgian food here too, so really big influences from like pretty much everywhere here in Kazakhstan. Found this little cafe with a view over the market. Quite a few places up here actually. But now we can see everything going on down below. Worth it just to see the views, even though I paid like $4 for something that should be $1 or less. I'm just falling more and more in love with Almaty the longer that I stay here. Like, I love bazaars, but they can be a lot, especially if you're in there for like an hour, 2 hours trying to actually get stuff done, and there's so many people. So just being able to kind of like sit up here with a coffee on the second floor of the bazaar and just like people watch and look at everything going on, honestly, this is my dream bazaar experience. And this coffee is honestly pretty good for just a random like one-off stand in the middle of a crowded local bazaar. Very solid, very expensive, but really pretty good coffee. Living. Look at that big thing of flour. We got mine right here. Wow. Yeah, so many people on like crazy quests. So many bike packers. Were there any bike packers in Mongolia?
I think that they did.
First adventure outside Almaty city. We're here at the Shimbalak cable cars. Will be a nice introduction to the mountains of Kazakhstan without too much effort, without too much hiking. So let's get it. Yeah, this is a very solid cable car.
Yeah.
Like I've been in some really sketchy ones in other countries.
This is like Canadian quality.
Yeah. Are you filming? Oh, you are filming. And the cable car now going up to Shimbalak Ski Resort.
You.
Ooh. This is what I came to Central Asia for.
Yeah. Thank you.
I mean, I'm sure it was going to be beautiful too.
Let me see some wildlife today.
What kind of wildlife do they have here? Really?
No, I don't know.
I think they do.
I know they have bears in Kazakhstan. I don't.
Did you bring a jacket?
No, I brought a long sleeve though. Super random.
I should have brought my poncho. I didn't think about that. Made it to the top of the Shimbalak Ski Resort. A series of 3 cable cars. Took a while to get up here. About $20 for the full ticket round trip, and honestly way cooler than I imagined. Like, was not planning on seeing a glacier today, and here we are. There is just 2 big glaciers right there, along with a stunning view of this valley and mountains. This is stunning. I would say all in all, absolutely worth the cable car ride. I thought about hiking it, but after seeing just how far the cable car goes and how long this hike would have been, I'm very happy, because it would have been very tough on very little sleep and a few too many beers the night before with some new Kazakh friends. There we go. Wow, this is Kazakhstan, y'all. I wish I gave myself more time to do some hiking up in this area, but I've got a big adventure tonight, so I'm just gonna walk around, feel the amazing breeze with the sun hitting that glacier just right. Of all the countries I was planning to visit in Central Asia, Kazakhstan was the one I was least excited for. I thought it'd be more of like a stopover country on the way to Bishkek, but I am extremely surprised. Honestly, Almaty has already been my favorite city, and that's before I even saw a single mountain. And now I think I'm sold that it might just be the best city in the world. Of course, I'm overreacting right now, but there's nothing that I don't love about Almaty so far. We got these little yurts and beautiful cabins, little cafe with a view of the valley. Oh no! Oh my god, I see little cows, or yuck! Now this is just a nice place to drink something. This beautiful cafe inside a yurt. Wow. If you do plan on coming here, make sure to come very early, because we showed up here on a random Tuesday afternoon when we thought it would not be busy at all, but it was completely packed. You're waiting 10-20 minutes for the cable cars, and queues are not respected here. Everyone is pushing ahead of you, and if you're passive like us, then you are just getting pushed further and further behind. So we wasted probably a good hour waiting in lines, and that takes away from time spent in the mountains. There's a lot of little hikes you can do up here, very short ones, some that are an hour and a half, some that are less than an hour. So you've got options when you make it up here, but yeah, now we're kind of running low on time because it's already mid-afternoon.
Just a very nice taste of what is to come from the mountains of Central Asia. Can't wait.
Shimbalak was the perfect introduction to the mountains of Central Asia, especially after spending several weeks in the deserts of Uzbekistan, suffering through 100+ degree weather every single day. I loved Uzbekistan, don't get me wrong, but it is hard to describe how refreshing it was to finally breathe mountain air, and actually be kind of cold for the first time in months. Shimbalak just got me so hyped up for all of the adventures that were to come, of which there were many. The same evening that I finished up the cable cars and hiking up at Shimbalak, I was supposed to be setting off for a multi-day trip to the nearby alpine lakes, forests, mountains, deserts, and canyons just hours away from Almaty. I knew without a shadow of a doubt after my first couple of days here in Almaty that it was just the perfect home base for all of the incredible adventures in the surrounding region. Here, I just envisioned myself finding that perfect balance of going on epic excursions and alternating that with quiet work days at charming cafes and meeting with friends in the evening for fun little dinners and going out for drinks. It's a city that has it all, but at the same time, it doesn't feel too crowded. It is a bit expensive, but it is a premium that I would happily pay for this quality of life where you just feel healthy and happy. I could gush on and on about Almaty, but we've got plenty of time for that. We are just starting our Kazakhstan adventures, and this is just a glimpse of what this city and its surroundings have to offer. Stay tuned because we are about to explore some unforgettable places in the coming videos, from the breathtaking Kandy and Kolsai lakes to the magical Charon Canyon, some lesser known destinations like Essek Lake, the unforgettable hike up to Kok Tobe, and much, much more. Of course, we are welcomed to this beautiful country every step of the way by the amazing locals who have truly transformed my experience here. It has just reinvigorated my soul with so many fulfilling experiences. Thank you, Kazakhstan. Rahmet, my cup is very full, and I promise to show you the love that you have shown me and deserve 100-fold in return. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to toss over a like, leave a comment, and of course, subscribe so you can stay tuned for all of the legendary adventures to come as we thunder across the Kazakh steppe, trek through the mountains of Central Asia, and retrace the mythical past of the Great Silk Road. Plenty more to come, and I can't wait to share this bucket list journey with y'all. See you all on the next video.